Now, we're just going live.
Oh, I can see myself.
We're just going live.
Good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Holy Ground's Coffee Morning. Way! Oh, you can't see my arms because of it. Anyway, it's fine. Way! Holy Ground's Coffee Morning. It's great to have you with us. And it's great to have you as well, Alan. Alan, hello, Alan.
Thank you. Yes, I'm just adjusting the camera angle, Adam, so that you can see my beautiful mug on screen.
Well, indeed.
That? Are we on? Oh, we're a bit. I need to lift it up a bit. It's a bit too high.
Yeah, I can see Kobe.
It's chopping off the top of my head. Hang on.
Hey, it is. I hope you've all got your coffees. I mean, you can't see because of the picture again. There you go. If I put it in front of me, you can see it. So there you go. I hope you got your coffees with you and your pastries, etc. Because we are going to have our.
Just realise one thing.
Quiz.
I always forget this thing.
What have you done?
To get my headphones, the earphones in, so you can't hear this. So just keep the masses entertained for a few moments while I go and find my earphones.
Is it really bad that as soon as you said that, I was thinking dun 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 dun, kind of like the on Markham and Wise. You ever seen that sketch with the stripper sketch where they're in the kitchen? Oh, it's on YouTube. Check it out. It's fantastic. Give it a go. Now then, you'll see that there's a bridge behind me. Now, does anybody know where that bridge is? Let's see if there's any comments, shall we? So, you know where I am today. You can see right behind me. There's this lovely bridge with lovely sunny weather. Let's see if anybody knows where I am. We'll just wait for that while Alan gets his earphones in. Don't know where they could be. And it's weird this, because I'm actually coming to you through my iPad, but I can only see because of the way it's all set up, I can't actually see Alan on the iPad. I can only see Alan on the screen, on my computer screen in front of me. So the thing is, though, there's about a 30-second lag-ish, maybe 20-second lag between what I'm saying, what I feel I can hear myself saying right now, and what I can see on the screen. So I've got to say, it's a pretty disconcerting thing to see myself 20 seconds in the past talking to you, and yet at the same time talking in the past and talking in the past. And Beth, I think I best stop. I'm going to be stammering in no time at all. But as I say, I hope you're all ready and waiting for the quiz. Now, actually, last week, I forgot about this. We actually had 2 winners. Oh, now then, it's in my note because I couldn't quite remember the 2 names. I know Dawn is one. Just bear with me for 1 second, and I will get those up. So, quiz winners. And Andrea Roberts won 17.5, but also Dawn Lisson also got 17.5, which we didn't mention on the day. So congratulations to Dawn for last week. I've got you on my list, so at some point we will get some kind of chocolate to you. Maybe what we'll have to do is we'll just bring a big vat of the stuff to church one day and say in the notices, if you won any of the Holy Grounds in the last, when we've been in lockdown, then what you can do is you can just grab some chocolate from there. But I imagine there'll be a few cheeky people going, "Oh, I like chocolate as well." Oh, Joan, good morning, Joan. Kath, good morning. It's good to see you. Leslie, good morning. It's good to see you too. Oh, everyone's coming on now. Amy. Hello, Amy. Good to see you. Alan, are you ready, sir?
Yes, I am.
Hey, he's here.
I've managed to get all the bits plugged in and working.
Excellent.
Which is always a relief.
Oh, you're doing a grand job.
Yeah.
Doing a grand job. I can't see any comments yet on where I am.
No.
Does anybody know?
I can't see any comments at all yet. Is there any comments at all other than people?
I've got some, but I've only got it on the live. I've only got it. Bear with me a sec. Let me see if I can find it on the. Yeah. So I'm gonna have 2 windows.
I'm just getting dressed. I've just realised that. I thought I'll get up and put a clerical shirt on because it's kind of a remotely kind of churchy type thing, this, and then
absolutely.
All the rush and getting a phone call just as you're setting it all up and all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, it's easily done.
And done. One forgets to finish getting dressed, which is never appropriate when you.
I nearly forgot to put I nearly forgot to put a comb to my hair, but the problem with my hair now is that when you put a comb to it, not that much happens. It's that thick.
Yeah.
Has anyone got haircuts?
Haircuts.
Ah.
What is happening?
What is happening? Well, at the moment, I have no real plan, but maybe buy myself one of those electric thingamabogs, clippers.
Yeah.
And maybe getting Laura to give it a go. But actually, the old principal at my theological college, Emma Ironson, who's now a bishop in Bishop of Penrith, she is, and she put a note on Facebook. I think it was on Easter Monday, and she said simply this: "I have cut my hair. There will be no pictures. That is all." So I imagine she had an interesting and fun time doing her hair, but I imagine she's not a massive fan of the results. So
yeah.
I reckon over the What about yourself, bro?
Well, yeah, my hair's getting longer, that's for sure. I don't like my hair when it's long at all. I'd be interested in people's views on this. It goes curly, and it just
mine does.
It really drives me mad, and so I like to just keep it short and manageable, and minimum time washing it and that kind of stuff. First world problems, isn't it? It sounds like this.
First world problems.
Absolutely. I just don't know what is going to happen. I mean, when are we going to be able to have our hair cut? Am I going to have to get the kitchen scissors out and give them Ruth or Alice to sort me out, or is it going to be a case of kind of let's go for the 60s hippie look? I don't know. What are other people out there doing in response to this situation in which we find ourselves? Are you thinking, no, let's just go with it, let's go with the flow, so to speak, or are you saying no, I've got to find it cut, I've got to find a way of getting it cut, and let's just go for the shaven look, number one or whatever? Be interested in your views on that particular problem that some of us are encountering at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, we also have an answer to our question of where I am. Somebody's put the Menai Bridge.
The Menai Bridge?
Rachel, I don't even know what the Menai Bridge is. Let's have a look. I probably should know. Let's have a look. Menai Bridge. Menai Suspension Bridge, which is opened in 1850. It's between Anglesey and the mainland of Wales. Well, it's not there. It's not there.
It's not the Menai Bridge.
I just knew that. I just had to think, in my mind, I just had to find that information in my head. Yeah. No, it's not the Menai Bridge, but good go, actually. Good try.
Yeah.
Maybe I can give you a hint. Maybe what I'll do is I'll give you a hint. At certain times of the year, you will sometimes see this bridge pictured with lots of hot air balloons in the background.
Oh, right.
So there you go. So lots of hot air balloons around this, kind of near this bridge, if you like.
Yeah.
For about a couple of weeks, a week or so in the year. I forget what it is actually. Anyway, have a guess. Let's see what people come up with.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone's commented. Go on.
No, I'm just trying to find a way of getting all the chats together on here because I've managed it on my other computer.
Oh, well done. I've got two windows open. Yeah.
But I'm trying to sort of find a way of getting it all together on the same iPad here.
That'd be better.
Another technological challenge. If I hit
absolutely
browser there, and then all the
bit of a technical whiz, you aren't you? I just realised as well. We've also got the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So Andrea's replied now. I can just see. Andrea has said, Clifton Suspension Bridge. Adam.
Absolutely correct.
Absolutely
Clifton Suspension
right.
Bridge.
Well done, Andrea. You win absolutely nothing other than the glory of knowing you got that answer correct. Well done.
Absolutely.
Our first winner.
Our first winner.
This morning.
Congratulations. Just like last week, actually. Just like last week, actually.
So how is the weather at Clifton Suspension Bridge, Adam? It looks quite sunny over there. It's
looking pretty glorious, just as it is out the window here.
Yeah.
Just looking in that. Oh, blimey, blue skies and everything. Oh, hold on. I need to see. I can't have it open too much because the light will shine in, and then my face will be all shiny. So
we are having ridiculously glorious weather at the moment. I went out in the garden last night and managed to mow the lawn, and I was rather pleased with myself getting that done. But I don't know whether any of you are having similar problems. I am getting bitten to glory. I don't know why we always say that phrase, but I'm getting bitten to glory by the midges in the vicarage garden. Is anybody else having problems with little biting insects in their gardens? And have you got any particular solutions to that problem? I'd be interested to know, because I've probably got about a dozen bites, and I'm running low on anti-sand cream. So the next weekly shop, I think we're going to have to add that to the shopping list as well.
Oh, brilliant. Well, not brilliant, bad for you. But how's Ruth? Has Ruth got any bites as well?
Yes, but not as many as me.
No. Well, you were out all Monday, weren't you, there in the garden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this was from the. I think when you mow the lawn, they come out of the grass, don't they, and fly up, and they're a little bit more hungry and ready for blood.
Well, if their home's just been destroyed, yes, indeed.
Yeah. Somebody called Jack of All Trades on YouTube says, "Will I have an email with the questions on, or are you just reading them out today?" What's the situation with that, Adam?
The plan is to read them out today. What I can do is I can ask Steph to send them out to everybody as well.
Yeah.
So shall I do that?
Yeah. Is she going to do that now?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Not a problem. In fact, I can do it.
So just to check with Jack of All Trades, do you normally receive them by email anyway? Okay, thank you.
Great. So what I'll do is I'll just...
Good. So what we've done, because we're being super clever with all this technology now, is we have linked together all the chats between the two Facebook and the two YouTube feeds that we transmit onto, and then everybody can brings them all together so we can see what each other's saying. Isn't that clever? The way it links all that across the internet like that, and you can do those kind of things.
Across the internet, bargain.
Yeah.
I you must have spent so much flimming time on this, Alan. I can't quite fathom.
Oh, you wouldn't believe the hours I spent on trying to learn how to do this kind of stuff.
To learn to
even just this task of getting your head there next to my head here on the same screen.
I have quite a big head, so it will be difficult to fit it in.
Which it's not as big as Clifton Suspension Bridge anyway. So,
well, that's not as big as Clifton Suspension Bridge, but I did once go to a shop in Manchester on Finton Street, and I thought I saw a few hats, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll get to that age in your life, and you think, well,
get to that age where you fancy a hat.
It's that age. I just got to that age, and I thought I'll have a hat. All right, so I went in just to browse, and then this chap goes, "Oh, can I help you, sir?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll have a look at that one." Found the one with a big pile of them, and at the bottom, a big pile of different sizes from top to the bottom. And I said, "Well, I've got a really big head." And he went, "Well, try the bottom one." I was like, "All right, get the bottom one, try it on." It barely fit me. And he went, "Oh yeah, you have." So I think he said that anyway. But it's just like, oh, there you go. So I don't know.
So.
Bit of a big head. So,
I suppose the question is, did you ever find a hat that fitted?
I have to say, I didn't really try very much after that. However, a friend of mine...
Do you have a hat?
Do I have a hat? I don't think I do, actually. I don't think I do. As I'm talking to you, Alan, I'm just doing this email as well, so if I get a bit distracted, bear with me. Did I have a hat? I did have a hat, but I don't think I have one anymore. Do you have a hat, Alan?
Oh yeah, I have lots of hats. Yeah, I'm a man of many hats, you could say.
Oh,
Do you know, it took us a long while to set all that up. Good morning, Liam. Now, I think Liam won one of our weeks, didn't he? And he's back again.
Hey, good to see you again, Liam.
I think it might be worthwhile. I don't know why I feel this with Liam arriving, but to explain the rules of Holy Grounds and how it works, Adam. So, do you want to just run us by?
So, yes, we will be going through the questions in a couple of minutes' time once I've sent this email.
Yep.
And then in around about half an hour, 40 minutes, we will then go through the answers.
Right.
With the provisional winner to be declared at the end of the. Is this a telecast? Webcast? Summitcast? Anyway, at the end of the show, end of the live stream, that's the one. End of the live stream, we will declare provisional winner. And then if nothing else comes in, and then we'll tell the person who's won what their prize is. And then at some point, you'll get chocolate. You know,
right.
And somehow, I mean, you may end up, you either get sent out to you, or there'll be a big stockpile of stuff at church when we all get back together again.
Yeah.
So people can grab themselves some chocolate. So, cool. Just sending this email, Alan. Okay.
This is the email of the questions, is it?
Yeah, I'm sending them to everybody.
Right. Your Laura's watching, Adam. She's only in the next room. She could pop in and watch you live.
She could, but the kids, it'll be a bit screamy. So, and actually, no, she's downstairs, and so she's watching me, but she can hear me.
Yeah.
But also, she can see me 30 seconds in the past.
Yeah.
Because that's about how long it takes for the link to connect.
Isn't it crazy, really?
It is.
Technology, isn't it? The issues it gives us in trying to work out all these things.
Indeed it is. Right, I'm going to send that out to everybody through the email. Right.
Okay, we're just giving Adam a moment just to get this email with the questions out.
Just give me a moment,
and then,
that'd be great. And then I'll make sure. Oh, you hear that screaming? I think that's Hannah.
Yeah, no, I can update you actually because Laura just sent a message. She says, Hannah's trying to get to sleep. Yes, I can hear two of you, Adam. So she can hear the live version and the live stream version.
That's a bit cruel. That I mean,
peculiar,
she must get fed up of just one of me, never mind two of me. Right, I've sent it out on Church Suite. So if he's on Church Suite,
if you're on the,
he said that,
if you get our regular emails, you should have an email waiting for you any second now with all the questions on if you want them.
I'm sure he does have that.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So we should be fine and ready to go. Are we ready to go?
Let's get going. Yeah.
Let's get going. Here we go. So many screens. I need a second monitor. That's what I need. Here we go. So question number one.
Question number one. Number one.
The Queen's son, Edward, is the Earl of where?
Oh, now then. So the Queen's son, Edward.
I know, right?
Is the Earl of where? That's a good question.
Yeah, it is. These are guest questions again. They're from.
Is it Earl or is it Prince?
Earl. It's Earl. It's definitely Earl.
Earl of rather than Prince of.
Yeah.
What's the difference between a Prince and an Earl?
I'm not
sure. That's not a
sure.
question, by the way, in the quiz, but that was just a question it raised for me.
I wondered that as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure myself.
So the Queen's son Edward.
Yeah.
Which he would be number 4. Would he the youngest one?
I think so. Yeah, he's the youngest. Yeah.
Because the order, I think it's Charles, isn't it? Then it's Anne.
Yeah.
Then it's
Anthony, Prince of Wales, Duke of York, Princess Royal. I forget when Anne was.
Yeah.
Which
I
order Anne is in?
Charles, then it's Anne, then it's Andrew, then it's Edward the youngest.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. But
Right
so
then.
Edward is the Earl of where anyway? That's the question. First question. Okay.
Question 2. What was the name of the plant in Little Shop of Horrors?
The name of the plant in Little Shop of Horrors. That's question 2.
The nickname of the plant.
The nickname of the plant, like a house plant.
Yeah, it's about a killer plant, Little Shop of Horrors.
Okay.
It kind of goes bigger and eats people.
Right.
It's a musical actually. I went to see it at the Royal Exchange in Manchester.
Oh, right.
It was great fun. Yeah, it was great fun.
You little culture.
They had this huge
vulture,
apparatus of this. Hey,
you
I
little
know, right?
Culture, yeah.
Well, indeed, and cultured me.
And so it's like a triffid or something. Is it like one of those kind
A
of
triffid? What's a triffid? Oh, I'm not that
triffid.
cultured. What was that?
A
triffid.
Oh dear me. A triffid. Have you ever heard of a triffid?
I've never heard of a triffid.
You've never heard of a triffid?
No, I've never heard of a triffid.
Oh dear me. That could be another quiz question. So there was a.
Well, what's a triffid?
It's a killer plant from a different story called Day of the Triffids, where all these plants attack everybody. It's very scary.
Well, I didn't know that. Well, there you go. I've learned something. Okay, so
that's question 2 anyway. So question 3, yeah.
That's right. What is Hugh Grant's profession in Notting Hill?
What is Hugh Grant's profession in Notting Hill? Oh dear. Okay. Yeah. I don't think I'm going to do very well this week.
You're not going to do very well this week.
No.
As I say, I didn't create this one, but they're good questions. Number 4.
Number 4.
What colour are the houses in the standard version of Monopoly?
What colour are the houses? Okay, yes. So, Monopoly game. What colour are the houses? You know, the little plastic houses you put on as you are doing well and you have to get extra money. I love doing that. Which ones do you go for? Well, I mean, this is the thing, isn't it? You've always got to look at the value of the rent you get when people land on them, and then try and increase it that way. Have you ever tried bending the rules, like putting on a house on the railway stations or something like that?
I can't. I'm a bit of a rule follower, Alan. You may have noticed in my in our time together.
I've caused a lot of arguments, I tell you, when you do it. You can't have a house on Fenchurch Street.
Well, I bet.
Yes, I can. It can be like a property above the station, an apartment block.
I can just see Ruth going, "No, Alan, you can't have that. You can't have that, can you, Colby? No, he can't." That's what I'm envisioning right there. So, as I said, the colour of the houses
what colour
in the standard
are they?
version of Monopoly.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. What colour are they?
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Yeah. As I say, for the next question, I didn't create this quiz just to defend myself.
I'm sorry, but that is no 5. Excuse. You are the quiz master, therefore you are responsible for the quiz.
Oh, fine. There you go.
Comes with the responsibility.
Absolutely.
The Chancellor of the Exchequer didn't create coronavirus, did he? But he's still responsible for the economy. So you on a much smaller scale are responsible for this quiz. So yeah,
much smaller.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
What is the only anagram of the word gyrated?
What is the only anagram of the word gyrated? Blimey, I've not got a clue.
I know, right? So get your notepad out.
What letters does it start with? Can you tell us that?
I'll tell you the letters. It's G, Y, R, A.
So I'll just try that. Hang on, I'll write it on here. So it's G.
Yeah, write it down. Yeah.
Y.
R.
A.
T. E. D.
T. E. D. Oh yeah, gyrated.
Yeah, there's only one anagram of that word.
I know. How do you spell anagram? Yeah. Gyrated. Only one anagram of gyrated.
That's right. So I'll give that one a go. That's a bit of fun. Number 6.
Okay.
Where would you find the Heartbreak Hotel according to Elvis?
Where would you find the Heartbreak Hotel according to Elvis?
According to Elvis.
You have to sing the words.
I don't know that. I don't know the words, I've got to say, but somebody will know it. Can you sing it, Alan, without ruining it? Is it not the quality of singing? I mean, the answer.
Yeah. I can't remember it actually.
No, I've not a clue.
I can't get. I'm all shook up out of my head.
I'm all shook up.
Yeah,
I remember that one. Yeah, I remember that. Welcome to the rest of the quiz. Alan trying to work out the tunes. I think it's time to move on. So,
okay.
Number seven. Who wrote 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Oh, right. Who wrote 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Oh, my goodness me. These are hard. I don't know.
I thought these were all. Well,
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Right.
Are these all a bit hard for everybody? How's everybody else finding these?
Anyway. I don't know. They're not commenting very much today.
They're not commenting. They're all concentrating.
My feed's not working very well.
Yeah, they're all concentrating.
Apart from Jack, who says I'm not that old. Right.
Oh.
Young Jack, here's the next one for you.
Shall I give a hint to number 7?
I don't know yet. I've not heard the question. Yeah. Read out the question first.
No, that's number 7. Who wrote 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
Oh, I see. I thought you.
I'll give you a hint. All right.
Yeah.
It's if you've seen Back to the Future, it's the Doc's favourite author.
That is absolutely no help whatsoever, Adam.
How is it not
none
help?
the wiser.
Like, he names his kids at the end of the last film. He names his kids after the author.
Right.
One of the kids has got the first name of the author, and the other kid has got the second name, the last name of the author.
Right.
Is that no help? No.
None
Anyway,
whatsoever.
it's worth a shot. That's the best. Clue I can give you.
Yeah.
So okay, number 8. Who was assassinated in 1948 in India?
Who was assassinated in 1948 in India? I think I know this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Great stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna do that every time you know the answer. What if you don't know the answer? Is it Heartbreak Hotel?
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you did there. Very clever.
Yeah, see what I did there? I thought that was pretty good. Yeah. I'm learning from you. I'm learning from the best, right?
No, don't. It's a bad example to follow.
I'll be honest. I find them funny, so I'm already there with the dad jokes.
Yeah.
Better to like them. I'm always like them. Number 9. Oh, I don't have a clue about this one, but I reckon a lot of people will know. What is the equivalent of 85p in old money?
What is the equivalent of 85p in old money? Ah, right, okay.
There you go.
Okay, so 85p in old money. Yeah. It's sort of like 2 and 6 or 3 shillings and 6pence or something. Saying
absolutely.
Like that. It's 85p.
Something like that.
85p. So 85p.
Yeah.
Ooh, so that would be. So 85p would be. Okay, I think I know how to say it, but
yeah, I've only got one.
Decimalisation came in when I was very, very young.
Right. Well, I've only got one answer. There may be other ways of saying it, so you may have to come up with some other ways of saying it because I don't know.
No. This could be controversial. In other words, is that what you're saying? This
could be. Yeah. Well, just the way you said that, then I thought to myself, "Ooh, there may be more than one way of saying it." So
and I really don't know. I didn't kind of go around using that kind of money. It was, I used to find old bits of money like that around, and you could use the old shilling as a 5p when I was a kid. I remember that you'd get an old shilling, but
a bob.
But you couldn't. I think you could use shillings, weirdly, but I don't think you couldn't use pennies, which were they were massive. The old pennies, I loved them. And then the 10p's were called 2 shillings, and I think you could still use them as well.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So the shilling, which is a 5p, a 2 shilling, which was a 10p.
I just remember.
There was a threepenny bit. I remember that.
I remember my mum talking about the threepenny bit.
You could use that. And the threepenny bit was 3p. How crazy was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what else there was really. There were, I can't remember. There was like, I think the threepenny bit was like a tiny round one, but then there was one that was a bit bigger. It was like a hexagonal shape, not 50p, and like a gold colour. But I can't remember what that was called now. Maybe that's not an extra question, just if anybody knows. Okay, still working on that gyrated anagram.
Shall I go on to number 10?
Number 10, yeah.
So, how many long bones are there in the arm?
How many long bones are there in the arm?
How many are there? How many long bones are there in the arm?
How many long bones are there in the arm? What's the definition of long?
Like, not short.
Okay, yeah, that's helpful. Thank you. I got it now.
Yeah, you got it now.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty much how many bones are there in the arm. I mean, the word long there, I don't think it's 100%
so we're not including the wrist or the hand?
No, we're not including the wrist or the hand or the shoulder.
Or the shoulder.
We're not including the shoulder, like the scapula or anything like that.
Right.
Is it the scapula?
Yeah, the shoulder blade.
Shoulder blade, that's the one. Yeah.
It's the scapula, or the clavicles, the shoulder bone.
Is that there?
Yeah.
Clavicle.
Yeah, just along there. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You're a font of all knowledge, you aren't you?
Yeah. I was good at. I think it's the only thing I learned in biology at school was the names of the bones in the body, and it's helped me so much in quizzes over the years. I can't tell you.
Absolutely.
What a great
Tibia,
investment
fibula,
in my education that was.
Yeah, tibia, fibula, femur, metatarsals, tarsals.
Yeah, we had that one week.
We had them, exactly.
The Greek island of metacarpal.
We did.
Or
I wonder if anyone thought they were Greek islands. That'd be quite funny. The reason why I came up with that is because somebody once, a friend of mine, their mum, we were playing Articulate, and the clue, if you know Articulate, you've got to come up with the word that's on. You've got to describe the word that's you get on the card to your team, but without saying the word, so then they get the word. And the clue was the word was Greek islands.
Yeah. But
my friend's mum decided that the best clue to come up with Greek islands would be feta cheese. So we ended up just laughing our heads off a little bit, and the time ran down to 0. It was quite funny though. But so I just thought, well, that's a bit, you can think of anything as a Greek island. So I thought I'd make that. I thought I'd make that connection there. So that's what I did.
Yeah. So Andrea's just said, Alan, you're almost giving away the answer to question 9. I don't know whether that would it been given
kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of. That's all right.
Yeah. And then 3 pence was hexagonalist. So is 3 pence the same as a threepenny bit? That's what I'm not sure about now.
I don't have a clue.
Is 3 pence a threepenny bit, or was a threepenny bit something else? Because I thought a threepenny bit was like a smaller, circular one that traditionally was eaten with a Christmas pudding. Yeah, still not sure about that. Anyway, we'll move on. What question are we on to now, Adam?
We're on to 11.
We're on to number 11 already.
Yeah, let's go on to 11.
It's just flying by this quiz today.
No kidding, right? Yeah, it is. Number 11. So, which queen travels in all directions?
Okay, yeah, I think I know this one. Which queen travels in all directions? Okay.
Quite a little bit of lateral thinking. Right. So, this next one's interesting. I don't know what this means really, but here we go. I've got the answer, so I'm alright.
Yeah.
But here we go. So, number 12. What flavour is the queen of puddings?
What flavour is the queen of puddings?
Yeah.
Queen of puddings. Flavour. No, I'm not going to score well on this one, I don't think. I can't think what the Queen of Puddings would be.
I'm just looking it up now.
I can think of lots of puddings, but...
Well, I can think of lots of puddings as well. That's the issue.
Mm-hmm.
Let's make sure I've not messed up. No. See, this is why as a quizmaster you need to double check the quiz.
Right, are we ready for the next one? Are we?
We are. Hold on. Anyway, we'll come back to that.
Okay.
So, next question. Number 13. What is Wales' national flower?
Okay, good one. What is Wales' national flower? The national flower of Wales. The country of Wales has a national flower. Please name it. What is the national flower of Wales? Talking about national flowers, do you know the one belonging to Wales?
Oh, man.
I know that one.
You know that one. I can tell by the numerous ways in which ask the question.
I can answer one of the questions this week.
It's amazing as well. I've got an echo, but the echo says different things. No, I've just looked at this a few Queen of Puddings, and it does have one item in it which is the same in all of them. Yeah. So
what was the question again about the Queen of Puddings? What flavour?
What flavour is it?
What flavour? Okay, yeah.
So I
think you could have a pretty good guess at that, couldn't you?
Yeah, I think we're all right with that.
Yeah.
Okay. What is universally in there, basically?
Yeah, I see.
No matter what else you have in it.
Universally in there. Yeah.
Universally in there.
Yeah.
Where are we up to? Number 14, blind.
Number 14. Number 14.
Number 14. This
number 14.
Artist question. I remember this from learning this years ago. What did Sir Alexander Fleming discover?
Oh yes.
Yeah. See.
Alexander Fleming discovered something really important. What was it? What did Alexander Fleming really renamed him then? What did Alexander Fleming discover? Good question.
Alexander Fleming invented something, discovered something. What was it?
I see what you did there. You kind of rearranged it.
I rearranged it like an echo. Yeah, just like.
I don't think he invented it though. He discovered it. Is rather.
Yeah, I corrected myself.
An invention. Yeah.
Yeah, he discovered it. That's right.
This is the question. What was it?
Well, we don't know. We need to know. We need people to know.
Yeah.
Number 15. On what island is Queen Victoria's country home, Osborne House?
On what island is Queen Victoria's country home, Osborne House? On what island? Okay.
Just to give you a clue, it's down south.
Down south?
So it's one down south, so it's one of the southern islands of the British Isles.
Okay. Her country home, yeah.
Number 16. I reckon people will know this one.
Yeah.
What year did man first step on the moon?
What year did man first step on the moon? In what year? First step on the moon. Do you remember the guy who did it? Or is that another question? Am I allowed to say his name?
No, it's not another question.
No?
What's his name?
So he said...
Neil Armstrong.
This is one small step for man. One giant leap for mankind.
Very good.
What year was it all that took place? Good question.
Yeah.
I think I know that one.
You know that one?
Yeah, I was a little baby. And my mummy and daddy sat up all night watching it. It must have been amazing watching that live. I mean, I think, I've seen a few programmes recently about it. It's just absolutely incredible. Actually, did you see the news this week? That some guy has taken all the photographs. You know, Apollo 13, that ill-fated mission where they took off, the three of them in the lunar capsule. They flew to the moon, but there was a problem when they tried to, I think it was trying to stir up one of the oxygen cylinders, a liquid oxygen, and there was a spark, and it ignited, and it caused a small explosion, which blew a hole in the side of the spacecraft, and the oxygen from the cylinder escaped into space, and they hadn't got enough oxygen for the main capsule to survive to travel back to Earth. But what they discovered is, so they couldn't land on the moon then, so they circled behind the moon and got the slingshot effect, I think, to send them back to Earth. But what they discovered was that the landing module had enough oxygen in it, but it wasn't designed for them to stay in for that amount of time. It was only designed for sort of a couple of days worth of supply, you know, for the time on the moon's surface, and so they had to travel back in that capsule, but they had to modify things. One of the things in the film I remember was they had to get the analogy was a square peg in a round hole. They had to get a filter to scrub to remove the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere in the landing capsule that they were living in. And they hadn't got a filter for it, and so the guys down at mission control, using just the items that they had in the capsule there, had to find a way of modifying the square filter from the command module to fit in the hole of the round filter in the landing craft, so that they could keep scrubbing the carbon dioxide. There's a big kind of high point. The movie with Tom Hanks, Apollo 13, really interesting how they kind of worked it all out and did it and managed to keep on surviving. Of course, one of the other problems was that they had to sort of switch off all the power to preserve it to get back as well in time, and they didn't know what the moisture build-up levels were going to be like, whether there was so many questions. But the point was that this guy, even though they were going through this incredibly anxious time, one of the guys had like an 8mm cine camera, which was like, you know, the best movie camera technology at the time, and he filmed quite a few scenes of them, but they were really grainy old films. But some guy has kind of digitally enhanced them to make them into really good high resolution photographs, and he's literally taken all the little mini frames of the cine film and overlaid them on each other, and then digitally enhanced them to make them into sharp images. It's incredible results.
Wow.
It's hardly, if you're on the BBC News, you can actually see some of the pictures. I think there's a link to a website. I've not followed it, but you can look at some more of the pictures there. So well worth taking a look at that and seeing those pictures from Apollo 13.
Fantastic. There you go.
So there you go. A little bit of something to do after the quiz today. Maybe go and take
Absolutely.
a look at those pictures. But it's made me want to re-watch the movie of Apollo 13 with Tom Hanks in, actually. And there is, I think there is a documentary about it. I'm geeking out on Apollo 13 and this whole story.
You are geeking out on Apollo 13.
It was just the most incredible survival story, actually, how they managed to survive it, stuck in that tiny capsule that whole time, and make it back safely and cope with the probably astronomical levels of anxiety that they were experiencing during the time in the capsule.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's an amazing story, isn't it?
Yeah. Right.
I've just seen a picture,
Les
actually.
Ward says, I've geet a yeedwar. I've not got a clue what that means. I've got a yeedwar. I don't know what a yeedwar.
I'm not sure myself.
Yeedwar is Les. What have you got? Is it catchy, Les?
Shall we move on?
Shall we move
on? 17.
I think we should.
Shall we move on?
Number 17. Go for it.
Number 17. What is the name of the Duchess of Cornwall?
What is the name of the Duchess of Cornwall? What is the name of the Duchess of Cornwall?
And of course, she's actually the Princess of Wales, technically, as well. But she doesn't use the title.
Right.
Out of respect for Diana.
Okay, you might have made it a bit easier there, but that's probably not a bad thing because some of the questions are pretty hard on this quiz today.
Well, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what is the name of the Duchess of Cornwall? Good one.
Number 18.
Yeah.
What rank in the British Army comes between captain and lieutenant colonel?
Oh my goodness me! What rank comes between captain and lieutenant colonel? I think I could make a guess at this. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the kind of one you can make a guess at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's the army, remember, not like so. Obviously, it'd be different to the Navy and the Air Force, I think. Well, it'd be different from the Navy, maybe not the Air Force.
Right. Okay, it's the army.
I think so. Yeah, it's the army. Okay. You know, when you become a captain, you get, you can then call yourself captain forever. It becomes your title.
Wow.
Yeah. So then you can be referred to in post, and like when you get letters.
Yeah.
You can be captain whoever for the rest of your days. Like in Agatha Christie in Poirot, with his sidekick Captain Hastings.
Oh right, yeah.
Because he's always known as captain afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. And also, when you become a captain, you get a sword. You get given a sword in a big ceremony. So there you go. So here we go. Number 19. Let's move on. Which god in Norse mythology sacrificed an eye for wisdom? If you've seen any of the Thor films, you know it's not Thor because I just told you the answer. I just told you it's not.
Yeah.
then you will probably get it.
What's the question again?
Which god in Norse mythology sacrificed an eye for wisdom?
Which god in Norse mythology sacrificed an eye for a what?
Wisdom.
For wisdom.
Yeah. So if you see, if you've seen the Thor films,
the
Marvel films, then you get a pretty good, you have a pretty good idea, I think, of.
So there's a god in Norse mythology who had the opportunity to get wisdom, but they had to sacrifice something in order to get wisdom, and that was an eye. It's an interesting kind of ethical dilemma type question, that, isn't it? What would you sacrifice to get something particular? You know, what price would you pay for wisdom? How valuable is that to you? Or what other things? What would you sacrifice for that particular thing?
And of course, Solomon doesn't have to sacrifice anything, does he?
No.
For wisdom. No. So.
Okay, next question.
No, number 20.
Is this the last one?
Yeah, this is the last one. You'll get this one, Alan.
Okay.
What is the second book of the Bible?
What is the second book of the Bible?
Do you need a hint?
No, I'm alright with that one.
You're alright with that one. You're alright with that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is
blimey.
the whole 20 questions, everybody.
That's absolutely right.
Hopefully you've got your answers down there and you're ready for marking them time. I don't think I've done very well this week. I think, if I had to have a guess, I've not been writing stuff down, I've been doing it from memory, but I'd probably be lucky to get half marks on this one, which probably counts as a pass still in GCSE.
I'd say that.
But,
I'd say that.
Yeah.
I'd say that counts as a pass.
Yeah. But it's a tough one.
Oh,
it's a tough one.
Yeah. Yes. It was a bit, wasn't it? I have to say, when I saw it, I didn't think it was that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm still waiting for Les to tell us what a Yeedwach is. Come on, Les. Get typing. Tell us what a Yeedwach is.
Well,
okay.
If you want, I was just thinking, just having a look. Davina says an earl is a lower rank to a duke. Is lower in rank to a duke.
An earl is lower than a duke?
Yeah.
So how can you be a prince and be an earl? I
honestly have no idea. Well, the queen's also a duke. So.
The queen is a duke?
Yeah, I remember that question last time. Or was it the time before?
Yeah.
She's the Duke of Lancaster.
Yeah.
Apparently, in Lancashire, there's a traditional toast of "Long live the Queen, Duke of Lancaster."
Yeah.
Probably from the War of the Roses, I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic!
Les means a headache. He's got a headache. A yeedwalk is a headache, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Les. Oh, John Armstrong said, "The Day of the Triffids was a classic, a plant from outer space." Oh.
I
Not a
see.
clue.
So Gail hasn't got a headache. Gail was telling us what Les has got. A yeedwalk means a headache. Right. Cool. Blimey, it's a good job we've got translators in the audience here today.
Oh dear.
Right, so
are we ready for the answers?
Sorry, let's go with the answers. It's the time for the answers, everybody. Okay, go for it, Adam. Let's do this. Number one.
Number one. The Queen's son, Edward, is the Earl of Wessex.
I was going to say that. You didn't give me a chance to answer.
You were going to say. I didn't give you a chance to say Wessex, did I? I didn't. You had no opportunity to say Wessex there, did you?
I knew that.
Yeah, it's the Earl of Wessex. See?
Right.
Not that hard.
Okay, number two.
Even though I had no idea.
Let's get on the roll. Number two.
What was the name of the plant in the Little Shop of Horrors?
Oh, I've not got a clue. It's Cecil.
Audrey.
The plant was called Audrey. Right.
Yeah, Audrey 2. So, number three, what was Hugh Grant's profession in Notting Hill? He was a bookseller.
See, you didn't give me a chance to answer the question again.
I didn't, mate. I didn't. I'm sorry. You'd had one for 4, though. What colour are the houses in the standard version of Monopoly?
Number 4 was the colour of the houses in the standard version of Monopoly is green.
That's right.
If you put green, give yourselves a point.
Absolutely. Number 5, did you get this one? What was the only anagram of the word gyrated?
The only anagram of the word gyrated. I got targeted, but that's not right.
Oh, close. Not bad. Tragedy.
That was a tragedy.
That was a tragedy.
Did anybody get that? The anagram of the word gyrated, the only one apparently, is tragedy.
There you go. Number 6. Where would you find Heartbreak Hotel according to Elvis?
Oh, Heartbreak Hotel at the end of Lonely Street.
Yes. Very good.
At the
end
of Lonely Street, by Jove.
Yeah. So Lonely Street is fine, but I've got here in brackets. The answer says down at the end of, and then Lonely Street in bold. So
down at the end of Lonely Street, the Heartbreak Hotel.
Oh, well, good man. Well done. Number 7.
Yes.
Who wrote 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea was written by. Tell us, Adam. I don't know.
Jules Verne.
Oh, Jules Verne. Do you know what? I've heard of him.
Yeah. Famous author.
Jules Verne.
Jules Verne.
If you put Jules Verne, give yourself.
And that's what the doc in Back to the Future 3. He comes, in the train at the end to see Martin. What's his name? And he introduces his kids, Jules and Verne.
Jules and Verne.
Jules and Verne. There you go.
That didn't help.
No, it didn't. I bet it helped somebody. Hey, leave a comment if it helped. Number 8. Who was assassinated in 1948 in India? The answer is Gandhi.
Thanks, Adam. I keep saying, give me a chance to answer the questions before you tell me the answer. I could have said that and sounded really clever then, and you've just taken the opportunity away from me.
I am sorry, mate. I am sorry.
I knew that.
I'm sorry.
Gandhi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. When you said give us a chance to answer, I thought you were joking. So now I know you actually want a chance.
I really do.
Oh, you really want a chance to answer?
I really want a chance.
I thought you were just saying. I just thought you were saying. Oh, you didn't give me a chance in the quiz for that one to answer. Right, it's all clicks now. See, this is what happens when you do something live. Make a tool of yourself.
I'm learning this language here now. Gail's saying Geet Yedwark is a headache. A Geet Yedwark.
Number 9. Go on, Alan. I'll give you a chance to answer this one. What is the equivalent of 85p in old money?
Well, I'm going to say 17 shillings.
You would be right.
Yes. Come Well,
is there another answer as well? Or is that the only one?
I don't know another answer, but I'm going to say 17 shillings.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that is the right answer. Yeah. Okay.
Number 10. How many long bones are in the arm?
Long bones in the arm is 3. I'm going to say.
Yep.
And they are the humerus, the radius, and the ulna.
Oh, very, very good. Oh, I wish I could give extra points.
Is this one. The radius is the one that comes from the thumb, I think, and the ulna is the outer one there. So there's 2 here.
Oh, blimey! You really know the different. Oh, very.
I might
good.
be wrong, but anyway, if anyone's into the anatomy,
it's honestly, all you need to do is say something with confidence, and people believe it.
That's right.
So number 11, which queen travels in all directions?
That's the queen in a game of chess, I would say.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Give yourselves a tick if you put that chess queen, or words to that effect.
Number 13. What is Wales' national flower?
Wales' national flower is a daffodil.
Three.
Yes.
Daffodil. Absolutely. So, number 14. Sir Alexander Fleming discovered
penicillin.
Penicillin.
What an amazing discovery that was. I mean, you think of the countless lives that has saved. Interestingly, an old guy who was a neighbour of mine when I was growing up, and he's long since died, but he was a heating and air conditioning kind of engineer in the early days of that kind of profession, and he designed the atmospheric. Go, stop kicking me. He designed the atmospheric. Whatever it is, the system, the air conditioning type system that Alexander Fleming used to create the right level of humidity for the antibiotics to grow in. Yeah.
How cool is that?
How cool is that? Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That was amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
He also designed the cooling system for one of the world's first computers called Atlas at Manchester University. So he was quite an engineer in his day. Yeah.
Oh, Atlas.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Amazing.
Absolutely brilliant. What would you? Well, without that, we wouldn't have had. I wouldn't be here now talking.
Oh, Andrea's just said, "What about question 12?" Oh, not just Andrea. Everyone's saying. What about question 12, Adam? You've jumped over question 12.
I've jumped over question 12. You know what's happened, Alan? I reckon I've jumped over question 12. So, what is the flavour of the Queen of Puddings?
What is the flavour of the Queen of Pudding? I'm going to say chocolate, because chocolate. Lemon is the answer. Lemon is the answer. Right, there you are. The flavour of the Queen of Puddings is lemon, apparently.
There you go, yeah. Wasn't sure myself.
Yeah.
Number 15. On what island is Queen Victoria's country home, Osborne House?
Osborne House. I'm going to say the Isle of Wight.
Correct.
Yes.
Good man.
Is it still around, do you know?
I don't know, actually. No. Let's have a look.
The tension is killing me. I wasn't that bothered, to be honest with you, Adam. It was kind of, if you knew it off the top of the head, then fine. If you don't need to Google it and check up and let me know. But thanks for the thought.
It's an English heritage site, so
you're right. Yeah, okay. So it's not used as a royal residence as such anymore. It's a stately home that people can visit. Right.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Maybe some people out there have visited it at some point. Is it worth a visit if you're ever down on the Isle of Wight? You know.
Absolutely. Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
Number 16. What year did man first step on the moon?
1969.
Correct.
Yes. 1969. First steps on the moon. Give yourself a point if you got that one right.
Number 17. What is the name of the Duchess of Cornwall?
The Duchess of Cornwall is Camilla Parker Bowles.
That's right.
Yeah.
Camilla Parker Bowles.
Yeah. Give yourselves a point.
Although what should be known as now, technically, her last name? It'd be Camilla Wales, technically.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah. I'd have thought so, yeah.
Maybe Windsor. I don't know. Charles Windsor.
Maybe, yeah. But I think that's when you become
royal
queen or
royal
king,
second names are a bit of a mystery to me.
Yeah, they are a bit.
Yeah.
I mean, because Charles is Wales, but
Mm.
he's also the Duke of Cornwall, so he could be. Anyway,
Yeah.
number 18.
Number
What
18.
rank in the British Army comes between captain and lieutenant?
I'm going to say general.
Major.
Major. Oh.
Major.
That was a major mistake, wasn't it?
There it was.
So the rank that comes between
James Cowley put a clue
cap
on the responses. He put, I'm sure it's a major question. Yeah.
Right. I've not got the feed that includes James Cowley for some bizarre reason.
I've got the feed. I've got quite a few feeds up here. Just trying to find them all.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's major.
So if you put major, give yourselves a big tick and a point.
Number 19. Which god in Norse mythology sacrificed an eye for wisdom?
No, I don't know that one. Go on, tell us that one.
Odin.
Odin.
Played by Anthony Hopkins.
Right.
In
Game of Thrones.
In the Thor movies. No, the Thor movies.
Right.
Anthony Hopkins, great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah, great actor.
Jack of all trades says the Royals are Windsor. Yeah. I was right there. What's Windsor? Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not all. Well, yeah, they have all the house at Windsor. But anyhow, number 20. What is the second book of the Bible?
The second book of the Bible is Exodus.
Correct, Amundo.
So, tot up your scores, everybody.
Out of 20.
Scores out of 20. We're looking for you to post them on here and let us know your scores out of 20. Just as the clock is striking 11 o'clock. That was perfect timing that today.
Perfection.
You could have almost planned it that way.
Oh, absolutely. Like Mary Poppins, practically perfect in every way.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be a good question. Who said that?
Yeah, say that for another week. Don't use them all
up. Oh, that was a joke.
I'm going to just see whether I'm missing people's comments from my feed. Yeah, I am. I've missed a load on here. Oh, that's such a shame. Small silver round was 6p. Thanks for that, Davina. I thought it was. Hexagonal was a 3p bit, so 3p bit. So it was a 6p that we put in a Christmas pudding. That's it. And a 3p bit was the bigger one, which would be a bit bigger than Christmas pudding once you'd have a job swallowing it. Couldn't use the old penny in the transition period because it didn't convert to full coins in the new money.
Well, there you go.
You know, there was a lot that went on then, wasn't there? It's Wednesday already. Yes, it is, James. Just daily conference call. Adam's in Bristol. Well done, James. I'm sure it's a major question. See what you did there, yeah? Wasn't Solomon offered a choice between wealth and wisdom?
We've got Gail with 16.
So in theory,
we've got Andrea with 16.
Oh, so Amy got a miserable 5 out of 20. Amy, don't be miserable. It's the taking part that counts. You should know that.
Absolutely.
5 is a beautiful score. You've done really well for taking part. Davina got 12, which is a bit more.
Look what Jesus did with 5 loaves of bread.
But there we go. Well done. Well done for taking part.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
we've got three. We've got three people with 16. We've got Gail with 16.
Right.
We've got Andrea with 16, and we've got Pamela with 16.
Right.
Whoa. Now then, I think that's the highest score I can see so far.
16.
Unless there's, So, is there any other scores that I can see? Do you think we'll do the tie-break question, Alan, or are we going to have 3 winners?
Oh, I think we have a tie-break question. But how are we going to know if they've got it in time?
How are we going to know? How are we going to know if we've got it in time?
Yeah.
Well, they're all on the same feed, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're all coming through on the same one, and I can't see any other scores, which means we can ask the question.
Okay, let's just do it. Let's just do it for the sheer fun of it, Adam. Let's just do it. Let's have a tie-break question, yeah?
Can you think of one? I've not got one.
Oh, you don't know one?
No, I don't know.
Oh, goodness, I thought you got all this planned out in advance.
I did. I just didn't think about a tie-break question.
You suggest it, and then
I know, right? I mean, it's just, again, it's doing stuff live.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Okay, I've got one.
Okay, you got one. All the way
Here's
from
the
the
question.
Clifton Suspension Bridge.
Absolutely. Who wrote the famous 5 series of books?
Yeah, who wrote the famous 5 series? Go! Write it out quickly. Correct spelling, please. Come on. Who wrote the famous 5 series of books? We need to know, quickly. I'm waiting for the answers to appear on here. This doesn't seem to be getting all the feeds for some reason. Have you got it there, Adam?
Yeah, we've got one. Andrea.
Yeah.
Enid Blyton.
Andrea got Enid Blyton. Did she get 16?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
So is Andrea
on the?
Go on.
Sorry, I've got all the. Yeah, I just realised I've got all of the comments now on the restream on the YouTube page. That's brilliant. I didn't know we could do that. Sorry, just my own little thing.
Yeah.
So, Pamela, you got the answer too. Well done, but I'm afraid Andrea got the answer first.
Got in there first. Both correct spellings. Well done on the spelling.
I know, right? Yeah. Brilliant with the spelling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we have a winner. Alan, would you like to declare the winner?
The winner today is Andrea Roberts. Congratulations, Andrea. Obviously, you are the kind of the heat of the moment, the online live stream winner. That may well change as more results come in terms of the overall winner, but I think bask in the glory, Andrea. You've done very, very well there with 60. It wasn't an easy quiz, but I mean, just getting 4 wrong out of 20, I think, is a pretty good result. Anybody that's up at those kind of levels. But thank you all so much for taking part in it. That's the important thing, is we get together and we have a bit of fun and we take part in it. And a big, big thank you to Adam. Give us a high five, Adam.
High five.
Let me just get my hand in the right place there.
Hold on, you want to try again? I can't see you.
Go sideways. You need to go sideways.
Which way? I see. Hold on. Like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Push.
Yeah, you're a little bit out of shot, but never mind. It was near there. It was nearly there. Yeah. Should we just have one quick game of tennis before we finish? Because I quite like that.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Ready?
I'll serve. Hang on.
Did I get it? Was it in or out?
It was out that.
Of course it was.
You serve this time. I'll have another rally.
All right. Okay. Ready. Oh, didn't get it.
Oh,
that was in. Well done.
15 all.
15 all.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
Well, I think we're just about through with this week's Holy Grounds. Is this the 3rd or the 4th one we've done?
This is the 4th.
This is the 4th one. This is absolutely crazy. I mean, just so in case you tuned in today and you don't normally come, what happens is in the church social area, the foyer area of church, we have Holy Grounds every Wednesday morning at 10 o'clock, and we have a quiz and coffee and short service together, and so this is kind of the stripped down version, the virtual Holy Grounds you might call it, with Adam and Alan, and we do this at 10 o'clock each Wednesday with a quiz that's sent out an email as well, and then we get the answers back and declare the winner, and Adam, he must have a stockpile of chocolate ready to give to everyone who wins.
I've got a list ready.
Yeah, and he's gonna be the chocolate monitor, giving chocolate out to everybody at the end of this whole thing.
Oh, brilliant.
So
that's a great role. I like that.
Thanks so much for joining us again for another thrilling edition of Holy Grounds, virtual Holy Grounds, and
thank you, everybody.
Please tune in next week. Just we've got coming up, I think the next thing is our service on Sunday, which is on the live stream. We start live streaming around about 10 o'clock, depending on when I can get the technology to work. The aim is to have it running smoothly by 10:30 when we can start the service together. So please do join us for that, and keep looking out on Facebook and YouTube. There's lots of stuff to download to keep up to date. We're asking people to keep sending us the messages of hope as well. So if you've got any messages of hope, even just a simple little encouragement, just to keep everybody going in the social isolation that we're experiencing at the moment, all that, just, I know for many people, just makes a big difference just to keep these words of encouragement flying around between us. So please do that. And I think also to make you aware is that Spring Harvest, and we've put kind of links and details on in the emails and in the social media, are doing like their Spring Harvest week. I don't know if you know what I mean. For years, me and Ruth and the children went to Butlins in Skegness to Spring Harvest there, and just an amazing week of worship and teaching and fellowship and community together there in Butlins. We just take it over. Of course, because of the lockdown, they can't do that this week, but what they are doing is a kind of a virtual version of Spring Harvest. And you can log on and watch all the talks and join in with the worship and all that. And apparently, it's absolutely fantastic. So check that out. Follow the links or just Google it and go and look at Spring Harvest. There's some really great teaching and inspiration coming out from there this week. Heartily recommend that to you.
Absolutely.
Okay. Any last words?
And also,
yes, it's been great to be with you guys again. And just to let you know as well, you'll notice last week I did some thoughts for the day. Well, the plan is to when normally after this program we send out my sermon that I normally do at Holy Grounds and then a little service that Alan mentioned. So the plan is for me to do a video recording of that as well. So that should appear on Facebook or YouTube in the next few days. It's just it's a new idea, so we just need to get get everything sorted on that still. So bear with us, we'll get it done. But and that should be happening. And there also maybe a bit of a back catalogue as well coming up at different moments, little words of encouragement. So do check them out. And if you want to see my mug more. I mean, you're just gonna be, it's just gonna. If you want to see my face more, I mean,
excellent.
Smile.
Excellent. Right, well, I think we're through. I think it's time to stop the stream and move on to the next things. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Stay safe.
Have a wonderful day.
Stay well, and God bless you. Yeah. Bye for now.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.